Yeah. Yeah, money make the motion, got hood make the money, and bitch I'm from the trenches, I'm trying to see 100, ain't never been a bitch, you can't take nothing from me, and when I was a youngin', I swear I stayed on me, I'm on a mission, got me cooking in the kitchen, bitch, I leave my pots dirty, let my hype scrape the dishes, I'm familiar with that dope, and I know that rutabaga, you ain't get no money if you don't keep a group of haters.
Alright, man, welcome to the 290 More Podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could, introduce yourself to my viewers and listeners.
Yo, Worldwide Give, Nitro, Baby Mac, a lot of names, depend where you know me from. I'm saying right now we pushing that tax season, that campaign, so a whole lot going on, you know what I'm saying? Glad to be here, for sure.
For sure, appreciate you coming through, man.
Yeah.
Let's start with the name, man. Where the name come from? How you put that together? Was it given to you?
Yeah, that was given to me, though. Okay. That's like, my real middle name is Nathaniel.
Mm-hmm.
So I always be telling this story, but one time I was in, this was probably like 2018, 2017. I was outside Jewel when I used to stay out south. You know, Jewel on 87.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting in the parking lot, just on my phone, really lacking. But somebody had came up to my window, basically like asking for some money because they were stranded type shit, trying to get to like I think someone like Waukegan or something like that. They were trying to get on the metro. They need some money. So I ended up giving bro some money so he can get on the train. And basically, he asked me what my name was and basically told me what it meant. Like he told me to look up the meaning of it.
Mm-hmm.
On top of some whole other stuff, like bro really read my whole life, like on some some psychic
like
shit.
Medium.
Yeah, like on some real, or like some, you know what I'm saying? I don't be too deep into that shit. I'd rather say like angel, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Mm-hmm. But he basically read my whole life, everything that I was going through from like my girl and to how I was trying to get started in music. Bro really just give me details on like everything that I was going through, like just knowing shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? But he told me to look up the meaning of my name, my middle name Nathaniel. And it means gift from God. And I never knew that up until that point. So that's when I was already engineering and producing like under my real name, like Jeremiah Nathaniel.
Mm.
But after that experience, I just changed it to Gift. And then it was another artist at the same time I was coming out, like using the whole Gift thing. So I just put Worldwide in front of it just so it'd be separation. You know what I'm saying? But that's where the name came from.
Mm-hmm.
Came from that experience. And I feel like that just opened my eyes up and like how I should move in life, like just not shutting nobody out. Because that really opened up the door for my whole career.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, like, if I would never gave brother bread, ain't no telling where I'd be right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
So
if you don't mind, let's talk about where you was at before you gave bro the bread. Like talk to me about your childhood. What was it like growing up on the south side of Chicago? What was it like your experience growing up out south?
My experience was good for the most part up until like my late teens. Everything was good. Like I was in a stable crib. You know, my parents they had paper. It was decent. You know what I'm saying? I was good. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing regular shit. You know what I'm saying? Like going outside, going to school, hanging on the block, going outside, going downtown, fucking with girls. Like regular shit, regular teenager shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until like probably like I was 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? My uncle had just got out of jail, but he ended up killing himself. And then like around the same time, like my dad had lost his job because of like tax fraud, and then at the same time we trying to get a crib. The development company had went under, so it was like a lot of shit just hit at the same, like at one summer, like right before I'm really about to get ready to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like the last person out of all my siblings. So like by the time it was time for me to basically start my life, my parents had no money for me. So I was like just started trying to, you know what I'm saying, get shit myself. And then that kind of would really I feel like developed me as a person though, like just trying to figure out how to make money, like starting gambling, hitting licks, you know what I'm saying, stealing shit, selling shit.
I wasn't expecting that.
That's what I'm saying exactly though, cause they ain't.
I thought you was talking about 9 to 5. So what gambling? What type of gambling was you doing?
Man, shooting dice, spades, shooting for dollars, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying, regular hood shit.
Mm-hmm. Was you coming up or was you out here on people money?
On the day.
Man?
Most times, you know what I'm saying. Some days I got good, some days I was like, damn, why I do that to my shit? You know what I'm saying?
Gambler, you gotta have a will to gamble, man.
For sure.
I feel like it's partly a skill, man. Cause I lose every time, man.
So it's more so reason why, cause people I was around was all gambling. So, but me personally, I'm not a gambler. I just seen it's a way for me to get money right now.
Right.
So I'm fucking with that shit. Just like basically whatever, you know what I'm saying? Music's the only thing I always want to do my whole life.
He said whatever. He was out there pitching quarters.
Yeah, yeah, for real though. Like,
I'm sure. No, I'm sure. I know.
really found myself like, all right, music, what I'm gonna do all the time, whatever it is. Like,
so that kind of go into what I want to ask you, man. What was your aspirations to be when you was growing up? You said it was always music. Was it? You ain't never want to be like a doctor, lawyer. You was like, I'm always gonna be a rapper or a musician. My bad.
Musician for real. That was always it.
So who was you watching? What was you watching that you was like, that's what I want to be? I want to do that. Who was you looking up to?
I was like, my family, my older brother, my cousins, they all used to do that. My uncle, he a composer. Mm-hmm. Not the one that killed himself. That's my dad brother. My mom brother, he's a composer. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But my uncle who killed himself, he used to put me on to just all music, like Rick James, like the Funkadelic.
Was y'all close?
Yeah, we was hella close.
Yeah. Was you around like when the incident occurred? Like around? Like was you close by? Did you hear about it later or?
No, I was asleep. You know, it was crazy. Like I remember I was listening to Runaway. I was asleep.
Like Kanye?
Yeah.
That's my shit. Push the T. Boy, run away from it, baby.
Exactly. And it's crazy. Like, man, the nigga literally ran away from life. And I woke up while that song was playing. When they woke me up and told me, like, your uncle dead. But we ain't know he killed himself, though. We ain't know.
I ain't hear nothing. There was no gunshots or nothing.
So, so he was at my granddad's house because that's where he was staying after he got out of jail. And then, so they just told me he killed himself. They're like, you trying to go over there? But I'm half asleep, so I'm like, what? I'm not even really paying attention to what's going on. It took a few minutes to register. I'm like, at first I'm talking like, nah, cause I'm like, I'm not even paying attention for it. Then it registered like, what? He dead? So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go. And then when they brought him out on the stretcher, they seen it was a bloodshot. I mean, like a gunshot wound. They were like, damn, he killed himself. He shot himself in the head. But we didn't know that he killed himself up until like, I think they brought him on the stretcher or something. And then, I seen the body. They take him out on the stretcher. That shit kind of fucked me up.
Talk about, if you don't mind, talk about the effect that it had. Did it had on the effect that it had on you creatively? Like I know some people have things happen in their life. They be like they put music down for a minute, or they go crazier with the music, or what did that impact? How did that impact you as a creatively?
Creatively, I just got in my own shell. I was making beats. I wasn't really rapping at that time. I was just making beats, like trying to fuck with niggas who I knew that rap and send them out to like niggas in Atlanta. I was kind of fucking with some artists in Atlanta at the same time. It was like right before I'm finna graduate high school, but I just got into my own shell, and that's all I was really. It was like just therapy for me, just making beats. But even it made me really, as a person, made me just question everything. Like it made me question God. It made me question life. Just like what would get somebody to the point where they kill themselves, like. You know what I'm saying? He went to jail for like a double murder. So I'm like, shit.
He came home from a double murder?
Because it was self-defense. That's how you got it. It was self-defense. Yeah. So,
damn. So
it made me wonder, like, all right, then what was he dealing with? Like, do that play into, like, him going suicidal? You know what I'm saying? I remember my dad was telling me, like, he would be having, like, flashbacks every night. Like, when he took out, you know what I'm saying, when he killed the niggas. My uncle was having flashbacks. I'm like, I wonder
PTSD.
Yeah, that shit was just fucking with him. And he's like, can't take that shit no more. Like, I just started questioning everything. I started questioning, like, damn, do niggas that kill themselves go to heaven? Do they automatically go to hell? This shit made me just question everything.
So you say you was questioning everything. What was you looking for the answers at, though? Was you going to church? Was it with the Muslims, the Israelites? Was it
researching shit, the internet?
Okay.
The internet.
I went through the same thing myself. My father, he was a top guy at the church, and he passed away with a heart attack in his sleep. And I'm like, how the fuck that happened? So I get to research and like, ooh, I thought I'm the one that should be dead. Shit. I'm the one to do the sinning and shit. Oh, shorty. So
facts. See, that's crazy. My dad, he just opened up a church like a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We been like, my day been like church people. He just opened up his own church. So like,
how do your people feel about? Talk to me about your support system, like what you saying your father, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to do a church. And, sometimes I know the church may consider music like doing worldly things, you know what I'm saying? How do they feel about you, you know what I'm saying, being in the industry?
They kind of, I won't say they kind of, I don't know, it kind of be seeming like they just apathetic for real. Like, they don't be, to me, it be seeming like they don't care one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of disconnected to my parents because, like, my parents, they never, like, abandoned me, but I never really was extra close to my parents. Like, I always kind of been a loner.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't too many people I'm really close to, not even my parents. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but they just tell me, like, you know, think smart, think wisely and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And make sure I get my money, you know what I'm saying? Don't just be, you know, in the industry just for no reason, you know what I'm saying? Think ahead, like use this to, you know, better yourself, better your family, all that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, my dad, before he was a minister, he was a wild nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude was crazy. So he understand everything that I be going through, so he kind of be just more so guiding me through the process of just growing and that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He used to fake make music. He used to model. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. So how you go from making beats to, you know what I'm saying? Was you? I heard of somebody. I was watching an interview. I was interviewing, but he was like, the reason he made beats is cause one note he couldn't get nobody to rap on his beat, so he like, I'm finna rap on my shit myself.
For
So
sure.
what made you go from making beats to rapping?
Literally that. That's the same reason.
Okay, so what was you doing with your beats when was you just putting them on YouTube? Was you emailing them to
Basically.
people? What was
You know,
your
people, like,
what was your mission when you was like making beats? Like, what was your mission to do with them?
Well, I started rapping pretty early, so I got my own studio shit when I was like 21. So I probably started making beats. I was making beats from really the time I was 14, but really like trying to like get them out to people like 17 to like 20, you know what I'm saying? So it was only like a 3-year period where I'm really not rapping on my own stuff. But it's just like, you know, networking, going to parties, you know what I'm saying, going to concerts, going to after parties, just linking up with different rappers and people. I went to hear Washington for a minute. Meeting people there, trying to get them on my beats. Really, I was really locked in with these two guys I went to high school with, and we was just really trying to get my bro to rap on. He on my album that's out. His name's Stilo, but really I was trying to be his producer. But that shit wasn't going to come fast enough, so I'm like, shit, I got studio equipment now. When I'm not engineering, nobody rapping on my beats, I'm just finna engineer myself and rap over my own beats just to speed the process up, because this is all I'm gonna do. I'm not really finna do nothing else. I tried to work normal jobs, you know what I'm saying? I know, like, just even my uncle, my cousin, like, getting, you know, in trouble with the law. I'm like, I know I don't want to be in the streets. Like, I already know how that's gonna end. Right. So, like, I know music really what I want to do. So, I needed to work fast, because I'm not gonna be just broke. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make something happen fast, you know what I'm saying? So, I was like, if it ain't working fast enough, trying to, you know, facilitate other people, I just got to facilitate myself, you know. So that's how it really came about. And it's been working the best since then, no cap.
Okay. That's dope, man. If you don't mind, I want to talk about your creation process a little bit, man. Like, as far as the engineering go, are you fucking with the MIDI keys, or you looping everything? Is you
do both.
Sampling? What's your workflow like? Or what? Better question. What type of music do you like to create?
I like soulful music. I like real soulful stuff. I like calm stuff. That's the type of stuff I like to make. Like beats, I'm like making, but like.
So is you like sample heavy, 808? What's your?
I don't really use samples for real. I do stuff. I do a lot of MIDI stuff. I might get like a pad loop, and then I just make everything else on top of the pad loop. Just the pad just give it like the ambience to feel. Then I do sample, but not most times. Most times I'm playing stuff out. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to play trumpet in high school, the keys, all that. So I'm like, it just transferred over to me.
That's what I was saying. If you know how to play keys and instruments already, like beat making, that you should probably just do that shit just
for sure.
For a second. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, music really what I knew I wanted to do my whole life. So in high school, I was making beats in high school, like, and I was band was literally the only class I was going to for. I really didn't damn near graduate high school. Like, I had to go to motherfucking Saturday school, night school, online school, motherfucking summer school,
alternative school,
all day,
military school.
Nah, they were trying to make me go to alternative school. I'm like, hell no, I'd rather just nigga not have no life for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? I was in school 24/7 for real, like. Night school, literally. When I'm done with night school, I'm on the computer doing online school. Then the next day, I'm on Saturday school. Then when school year over, I'm in summer school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm finna graduate. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to drop out my sophomore year, but my mom wouldn't let me drop out, and she, you know, she was on top of me, so it wasn't like I was not gonna go to school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, back to the beats. Like, I like making like soulful stuff, just like chill stuff, because that's where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? That's just my temperament at this moment in life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Still sticking on your creation process. Now you got the beat. Are you writing to the beat? Are you freestyling since you got your own studio? Are you just punching in and out, seeing what sound good? What's it like when you actually get to creating a project?
Yeah, I like freestyle, and then I freestyle, then I write out the freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm finna say it out loud. Yeah, I like freestyle. Do like probably like 3 takes of freestyles, and then I just pick and choose like what flows and melodies I like, and I just touch it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, that's how it go. Like I don't spend too much. There ain't too many songs that I spend like a lot of time on. Some songs I do, but most songs is like I finish them probably like an hour and a half. But I've been recording myself every day for years. Like it ain't like that. I grew to that point. Like I was just always doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at now because I've just been doing it for a minute.
Okay, that's dope, man. And I feel like you get more creative when you can be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about
Definitely.
who looking at you, who worried about how much studio time left you got. You know what I'm saying? You can just be creative, man.
And like. Not to cut you off, just the writing process. I feel like that always slowed me up too. Like even when I was playing instruments, and we would have to read sheet music. I could read music, but it always like slow me up because I'm thinking faster than when I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when I used to write and I used to be trying to read it, it's like I would always be speaking like 3 lines ahead. Like it used to be slowing me up. So like when I just freestyle off the top of my head, it's like it's flowing from me. Ain't like I'm trying to recite something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just like that process better, and I be saying like more like genuine stuff, like stuff that people feel like it ain't no like me. I conjured this up. It's like just whatever I'm feeling in the moment. It just express itself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like doing it like that. Like, but if you write, that's cool. Like everybody got their own process. I know everybody be trying to be like, yeah, I freestyle everything to you know make.
Sure.
For me personally, that's just it's better for me because I can express myself better. I can express when I'm truly feeling better when I don't write.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing wrong with writing. I know a lot of people that write that it should be raw as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's dope, man. You spoke about, well, we talked about you writing and creating the beats and stuff like that. Since you're so involved in the whole creation process from top to bottom, do you take into account like when you're making a song, like like even when you completed your last project, was you like, I gotta have one that they can play on the radio, I gotta have one they can play listening to on the lake, I gotta have one for the ladies, or is it just a vibe? Like every time you go in, whatever I feel, that's what y'all gonna get.
I definitely be thinking about that. I definitely think about like I need some songs like to turn up to. I need some songs for for that girl. Like I be going to beats rather than like thinking like I be thinking about like in song turn like the vibe of the beat. And whatever I come up with a beat, you know what I'm saying? That's what I go with. Whether I feel like it's a radio song or a girl song, I feel like I want some turned up music. I want some calm music. I want some music that's gonna make me introspective. That's what I be looking at everything from the beat first. You know what I'm saying? And whatever like the beat, whatever I do with the beat, then if I like the song, I just go with it. But yeah, I just like having variety of beats on each project. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, got to just have a different variety of vibes, man.
Yeah,
you don't want nobody coming to you just for one vibe. They ain't gonna feel like that all day, every day on sure.
So that's what I be doing. Like when I be recording, like it just be how I feel in that moment. Every song, like it's like I might got songs that make me feel like make people think I'm the biggest scammer or the biggest robber drug dealer. Maybe I just sold some weed that day, but you know what I'm saying? That's because I made some money that day.
The 3 5. That's it.
I made some money that day. You know what I'm saying? The next day I might not make shit. I might not hit no licks the next day or the next week shit.
Sure.
But I made a song that day because that's what I did that day. I just be making songs about what I be going through in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I capture it well. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. A lot of things that a lot of conversations I have with recording artists up here, man, is about the danger element of being a recording artist in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It don't even got to be, you know what I'm saying, gang related. It could just be motherfuckers know you got something that they don't. You know what I'm saying? And you could be looked at as a target.
No, definitely.
Is that something you take conscious of, or you just out here, I already been moving a certain way, I just keep moving like that? Or do you be like, I got to move a certain way because I'm doing music and somebody might know me that I don't know, you know what I'm saying, type shit? Or you just don't worry, I do me. If it's my time, it's my time. Well,
yeah, I think about it, but I don't stay thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think about it, then sometimes I just be oblivious to the shit. Like, I don't be trying to stay in them. I try to just enjoy what's in front of me sometimes. I'm trying to get to that point because I definitely used to be like that all the time. But I kind of moved away from that. Just like, because I wasn't enjoying life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody kill me, I'm just gonna die. But shit, at least I want to enjoy life until I die.
Yeah, that's what I said. I be trying to shake up out of it. Like, I got a joke out here, but like, man, I ain't going past Cermak, man. But you know, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? If it's something, like, I've been to a couple spots out there, like the My Radio Chicago spot, like out there on 79th somewhere. But I'm pretty much in my shell, man. So, getting back to you, man, as a recording artist, do you feel like it's easier for independent artists to go the independent route or to seek out a major deal?
I would suggest as an independent artist to try to do as much as you can independently. That's it. But I feel like a major definitely is like if you're trying to get that superstar status, you definitely need a major, like, because even like the independent artists that's been like superstars, once they're independent, you see like them fade to the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about like The Game, T-Pain, Currency, like these all been like A-list artists, but they independent now. You don't really hear their name no more. They still making money, but they not at the forefront of just like the media attention, sales, all that type of stuff. They still making their money, but it's definitely a drop off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they made their money already, so they could afford to do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I want to give myself the opportunity to make as much money as possible because I want to do a lot. You know
It's a machine.
Yeah,
the label's a machine. Sometimes even if your goal is to be ultimately independent like The Game and them, you know what I'm saying? Use that as a stepping stool,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Just like what the people talking about, they don't write, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people talking about no deals, no 360s. Man, shut the fuck up.
No, for real though.
Oh, sure.
Man, until you living that shit every day, like,
sure.
damn, these motherfucking bills, nigga, I gotta figure out a way
sure.
to get this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Even if I use this bread to go get some more bread, or just use this bread to get up out of here, that's what the fuck I'm finna do, man. But
exactly.
But that's what's up, man. So what do you listen to, man? I talk to a lot of artists and especially like when and it's different, but I talk to a lot of artists who really locked in with themselves, and every time I ask them like, Joe, what you listen to? They was like, I just listen to myself, Joe. Oh, sure. They're like, if I'm not listening to myself, I'm working on something for myself, so I don't really listen to nobody, but it's stuff like the people they grew up on. So is it, other than the people you grew up listening to, who you fucking with? Like who you think got, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing out here?
For sure, I fuck with man, just in period, the nationwide shit.
Period. You like what you if we can sure. Listen to your playlist right now. What we gonna hear other than you?
Some Top Dollar Sign, you know what I'm saying? This is a dude named Young Book from Atlanta. Like, he kind of came up with Thug. Definitely some Young Thug, some Future. Shout out to Fool, Jeremiah, Party Next Door. This who else? Chicago, like I listen to my boy Stoner Pimpson. That's my boy Stony P. You know what I'm saying? El Gato. You know what I'm saying? I listen to them. But I don't. That's just kind of it's rare though. I'm like when I be making music, I be listening to like, cause I'm always working on the project, so I'll be like, I want to listen to some music that's gonna kind of help me get into the mode that I'm trying to, facilitate. So right now I've been listening to like hella R&B because I'm working on an R&B project. You know what I'm saying? Before I was not tax season. That's the project that's out right now. When I was making that, I would listen to all like music that motivated me to get money. You know what I'm saying? Had me thinking along the lines. So I listen to like a lot of Future, like I say, Thug. You know what I'm saying? Just shit that motivated me to get money.
That's what I said. That's what's up, man. I fuck with Thug too, man. And since we on the topic, man, what's your feeling about, you know what I'm saying, all these hip hop artists catching these RICO cases, and what do you feel and how do you feel about rappers coming home and still working in the music industry? Like, if, for example, 6ix9ine just got a feature with Kodak, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And Gunna, you know what I'm saying, he did what he did, and his albums is a chart topper, you know what I'm saying, right now. So what's your views on rappers actually doing what they rap, and then rappers telling them on people and then coming home and still being able to be successful?
Like the Ricos, man, it's like definitely scared me. Just made me think smarter too. Like, just made me think smarter. Like, damn, this shit could really go down. Like, just be careful how much you get involved into certain shit. That's what it made me do, and I just feel like it's challenge is now. I feel like every artist kind of is thinking along the line, like just challenging themselves to not like just totally rap about street shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially if that's what you own all the time. Like, that's what I feel like the effect of that is, and as far as like niggas telling this shit, like I personally wasn't no Gunna or no 6ix9ine fan, so I wouldn't even really listen to their music anyway. But as far as them just making music, if they talking about, like, I feel like music just, it is what it is. Like, it's supposed to reflect whatever you're doing. If they was to make music that talked about them snitching and all that shit, that shit would be cool to me, because I'm like, shit, they just expressing their life, you know what I'm saying? Like, they keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't listen to them no way, so I can't really tell you, like.
Yeah, I ain't listen to none of them directly, no way, but Pusha P right before they got locked up, that was my shit.
Oh, no, for
sure. I listen to that on my way to work. On shorty. I'm Pusha P on shorty.
For sure.
I couldn't even listen to that shit on shorty.
Funny, but yeah, that telling shit, that shit bogus. I ain't gonna lie, that shit make you want to kill something. Like, of course, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's betrayal. That shit not cool.
Yeah, especially when I can't. If you a civilian, you a civilian. But when you doing the same exact shit that a motherfucker doing,
sure.
you gonna tell a motherfucker doing the same exact shit you doing. That ain't, I can't, that's some rat shit.
I be on some double advocate though. I be like, shit. So how you feel about, like, say you, cause a motherfucker let you go to jail with them knowing you didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, so it's like, damn, this is a catch-22. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That shit be like, shit. It's snakes and rats. That's all
If I didn't do shit and a motherfucker trying to snake me out, I ain't gonna let a motherfucker snake me out.
Yeah, for sure.
But if I knew I was with you when we was on the same thing and we both taking that rat, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. But
it is what it is. I'm sure.
Nah, for sure, definitely. That's
you gotta know it's a cause and reaction to everything you do.
Exactly,
anything you get involved with, you gotta know the outcomes of that shit, good or bad. You gotta know.
That's just accountability. You know, everybody gets scared of accountability nowadays. Like, nobody want to be accountable for the shit they do. People think they can just do whatever and then they don't have to face the consequences of their shit. Because I don't know, motherfuckers be into their, everybody be on their positive thinking. So I guess they be delusional, like thinking everything's gonna be positive.
Sure.
Like, you delusional, you think everything gonna be positive just because you thinking positive, but you still doing fucked up shit.
I'm sure.
Doing fucked up shit.
Acting positive online and doing fucked up shit in real life. You know
what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah.
All right, man. I got a few more questions before I let you get up out of here, man. So, talk to me about your favorite part about the whole entire process, from recording to networking to making beats to putting your music on major platforms. What's your favorite part about the entire process?
Definitely man, I love the whole process. There ain't no favorite. This shit, now that I'm in part of the whole process, I love it all. I view it all as just like the whole thing. It's like having a baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna like having sex, then you gonna like, you know what I'm saying, when that motherfucker pop out, then you gonna like watching it grow. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's your child. That's how I feel about every album put out, is like another child, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, from the creation to watching it grow to putting it out, you know what I'm saying? It's all like, I'm in love with it.
For sure.
That's how I view it, for real.
Okay.
And so, I be hands-on with everything too, so it ain't like nobody else. Like, I do everything myself for the most part, you know what I'm saying? So it really is me doing all this shit.
So usually when I ask people that question, I ask them to say this, you know what I'm saying? In most situations, it's a yin and a yang, a good and a bad, a up and a down, a left and a right, you know what I'm saying? So you said you like everything about you know what I'm saying, everything about it.
I do.
If you could, give me one thing that, since you like everything, not that you dislike, but if you could take one thing out of the whole process, from networking with other people, from buying music to waiting on somebody to send some music back, what's your least favorite part about the whole project?
Probably just how much like liquor and drugs I gotta do to socialize. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for sure, I feel like that's probably my least favorite part. I'll be like,
Sure.
I'll be having to motherfucking energize myself every time. I gotta be outside every day. You know what I'm saying? Just to socialize. I'm not a super social person.
Me neither, but I can't go this outside every day.
No, for sure. I'll be like, shit, I gotta hunt some money down. I gotta network, because that's how I'm is, like, in that mode right now. Like, so that's probably my least favorite part, just having to muster up the energy and like.
If I was in your position right now, I would have had to get. I would have got I would have got an X pill or half an X pill. And I would have popped half of a half before I had my weed. That's the way you gonna get me to talk on this bitch, on sure.
For sure, man. That shit coming.
On sure.
So
you say you hate that.
Cause look though,
you feel like you don't, and ain't enough time in the day. You ain't got no time for yourself, or
yeah. I do feel like that though. I don't got enough time for myself or my family. Like, I like to meditate every day. Sometimes I don't even get a chance to just sit with my thoughts and reflect. I like to do that every day. Sometimes nigga might just be doing so much, the whole motherfucking clock, and I don't sit down.
Sure, that's exactly how I feel. So, like, you know, if I be knowing I gotta go to bed, but I still got this to do. It's just like ain't no time in the day,
But I just accept it.
So
I feel like it ain't no taking that away because that's part of it. That's necessary to get where you're trying to go, so you can't take it away. Like, you just accept the good with the bad.
That's why I saw a little baby say something. He was like, "I'm gonna have to work all my life." the reporter lady was like, "You rich? You ain't gotta work." And he was like, "What rich person you know don't work?"
No, I know.
Even the rich people work. You know
gotta work to maintain.
Jordan still making shoes on short. This nigga a billionaire on short. This nigga still making shoes on short.
That's what I ain't. So I done came to some bread and ain't realized like, all right, I got money, but now I gotta work harder to maintain it. If you don't work hard to maintain what you done got, you gonna fall off. You know what I'm saying?
Or you look up and that shit be gone.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta work harder once you get to like a new level. You gotta work harder than you was even working at first. Like you know what I'm saying? Like. So yeah, you trying to stay successful unless you just want to hand it off, like delegate the responsibility to somebody else and then just take less money. But that's possible too. But I'm not gonna do that. I like working. I like being active. I like really seeing what I could do. I just like seeing what I could do. Like
that's what's up. So was you having this drive and this motivation, man? What's the goal? What's the purpose? Why do you do it? Why do you make beats? Why do you rap? Why do you put this shit out? Why do you come to the 290 Mo podcast? What you trying to get to?
And I want it to be 1,000 more, 290 more podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Because I want every nigga in the city who feel like, all right, they might just be coming from the hood. You might not even see that type of shit. Because I didn't know nobody that had no media platform growing up. And now just being able to facilitate that shit for other people and then just even exposing other people to it, like, that's my overall goal, just to have that even centralized in Chicago, just like media platform centralized in Chicago, just employment opportunities in a different field. You know what I'm saying?
That's the fucking key. That's why I don't know what motherfuckers like Kanye, Dirk.
They be going out there.
I don't gotta live here, but if I was them, even if Kanye, imagine if Kanye, you just made good music, Chicago. Good music should have been all Chicago artists in the first place.
For sure.
You could have had Keith, Dirk, Chance the Rapper, Dej Loaf. I'm not saying all of them was probably gonna want to sign you. Somebody was probably gonna want to go to Cash Money or whatever shit like that. But none of them artists should have been nowhere before coming through you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it's supposed to be. You supposed to have your glove on the seat like that. Like if I get a bag on short, I'm gonna catch all these little niggas for they what? He get a buzz on short. Come here on short.
That's what I'm on right now. I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm beyond. Like I'm really glad I haven't reached like. I mean, I've done like national shows. I've done shows in Atlanta, Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Opening up for different people. But like, I don't have my own like just national campaign yet. But I'm glad because I'm still on the ground level. Like to where like the artists that is coming, another thing they want to get into this. I can very still accessible to them. Like that would give me fulfillment outside of just making music. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my overall mission. Just like you said, how Kanye supposed to be doing that shit. If you're not gonna do it, I could do that shit. I don't know.
And it's still gonna be, we got talent.
Hell yeah, exactly, bro. I know, bro.
You would have found Chance the Rapper, gonna be rich off forever. Whoever discovered Chance the Rapper, he gonna be rich forever off Chance the Rapper, on shorty. They gonna be rich forever off Dirk, on shorty. They gonna be rich forever off Polo, on shorty.
I got a song.
Now these chicks coming with the drill. Imagine one of these niggas y'all just have a hood come in, on shorty. They got motherfuckers from Atlanta coming to Chicago doing videos with these people before. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen them.
Yeah, Lotto.
Come on, man.
Lotto.
Cardi B, come on, man. Even though they females, but I ain't seen no nigga from the rack bring another, you know what I'm saying? Bring Baby to come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to do that.
You did a whole album with Lil Baby. You ain't brought I ain't did none here. Then they don't come back and do shit here, sure.
Think about that shit.
I ain't even do shit here, sure. Them niggas will go shoot a video in Alaska before they bring some shit back and like put the hood on, sure. I don't know what motherfuckers be thinking, sure. I know it's dangerous and shit, but they got guns and shit in Atlanta too.
It's dangerous wherever you go, bro. And you talking crazy like you get untouchable, my nigga.
If that's the case, if you don't just feel safe, just say that. Let me know. Sure. But y'all definitely could be doing more, shorty. But
shit.
All right, man. So talk to me about what talk to me about your subject matter. What are you putting out in the atmosphere? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? For anybody listening and watching, if they look you up right now, what they gonna hear, what they gonna see?
I be talking about a lot of stuff, and I be talking about it just depends on the day. Some days I may talk about regular shit, finessing bread. Sometimes I may talk about sliding on niggas. I might talk about meditation. I might talk about, you know what I'm saying, like I say, meditation, looking into yourself, understanding your thoughts, understanding your feelings. I might talk about girls, like I might talk about being in love. I might talk about slutting bitches. I like it's just, cause I'm a real human being. So I always be talking about everything I think about, and I go through a lot of shit. I just talk about it in a song, like everything. Like today, if I'm finna go to the studio, I may make a song about some shit that I might see on the train or just walking. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like
I might make a song about 290 more
exactly,
podcasts, man.
Exactly.
I'm sure you send that to me now.
For sure.
I'm sure that's what's up, man. So what? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We are working toward, you know what I'm saying, goals and what we aspiring to be. But shit can get hard, you know what I'm saying, in the meantime. Like you said, one day you might be up, the next day, you know what I'm saying, shit might be fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Shit might be fucked up for a month. You might have to take a month to get back. What keeps you motivated? Like, what keeps you instead of like, man, I'm finna just go jump on a joint on sure. I know I'm gonna get paid today. Talking about, shorty.
But I'll be dealing with that every day because that's what I really know.
I'm sure.
I really making money for a minute.
Shorty.
You know, so what keep me motivated is just like how we was talking about just the upcoming artists. That we talking about how Kanye don't be, you know what I'm saying, tapped in. I be tapped in with other artists, and they be telling me to keep going. They be telling me like, yeah, you motivating me, bro. Like this shit raw as hell. Keep doing that shit. That would motivate me. And then I just come to the studio every day and like even just the love I be getting from the community around with my studio at, like it motivated me, gave me a reason to get up and just keep going. Like I look at it like I look at music like my wife, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have a wife, whether you having a good day or a bad day with your wife, at the end of the day you still gonna come to your wife, you know what I'm saying?
Go home.
You still gotta go, you know what I'm saying? Figure it out.
Even if y'all go to sleep, I'm gonna sure
try to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm already invested, just like you're gonna be invested to your wife, you're gonna buy that ring, you're gonna pay for that wedding, you gonna throw all that money down the drain, all them years down the drain. Because so that's why that would keep me motivated, and it's my purpose. It's like I said, I've been wanting to do this for my whole life, and I feel like it is my purpose. It is how I'm gonna help Chicago, so I can't stop. It is really how I'm gonna help Chicago because I'm already helping Chicago, and I already organized back to school drives, and I already gave away to the homeless off music. You know what I'm saying? And I already employ youth off music, so it's like I just want to keep going bigger, like to the biggest level I can go. I can't stop, like. Yeah, I'll be letting so many people down if I stop for real. Like,
and that's why I want to ask you just more specifically about your family. I know we talked about your parents, but what's the support like outside of your parents? Is music something you share your family with? Is it something you let you share with your kids, or they not allowed to listen to it, or what's that like?
I don't got no kids. I do got a niece though.
Okay.
I do got a niece. You know what I'm saying? She kind of. I don't really want to speak on that situation. Kind of a touchy situation, but I do. She love the fact that I make music. My little cousins, they love the fact that I make music. I got a cousin. His name Mozzie Montana. He got his own wave outside of me, which I love. You know what I'm saying? But I help him out whenever.
Chicago too.
Yeah.
So it sounds a little familiar.
Yeah, he be with him and Carlo Montana. They got their little wave going. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I can help him with, I'll be helping him with. Put him on shows, all type of stuff. So it's I don't get like overwhelming support from my family just because that's just how it's gonna be. I feel like, but they still like it ain't like they just saying fuck you, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As long as they ain't saying fuck you, act like you don't do music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's love. You know, a lot of times our people don't know how to support. You know what I'm saying? What we do because we don't do shit like this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like motherfuckers be like, man, I ain't finna be on the joint. I'm finna be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna put all this shit in.
Exactly.
All right, man. You know we gonna be here when it happens. You know, shorty, but
for sure though.
That's what's up, man.
I had a conversation with my mom. Like she really just don't know how to support. She's like, you gotta let me know, like, you know what I'm saying. But you know, I just had a release party. My family was there. You know what I'm saying. My cousins was there.
All right, for sure. That's why I said, like, OG, she don't listen to rap already. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm supposed to expect her to listen to my shit because it's me. Oh, sure. That's what's up, man. So before I get you up out of here, man, talk to me about what you got coming up, what you working on right now, man, at this moment.
Man, right now we just I'm doing like a series of my own interviews with everybody that's on Tax Season. So Tax Season, that's an album that's out right now. It's like executive produced, like DJ Khaled, DJ Esco, one of them type albums. Like it's a compilation album. Got like a bunch of songs I produced. I'm on A&R, like a bunch of different people from Chicago. So we got Seven, Forever Band, you know, from Save Money, Key, you know what I'm saying? Key be like with A$AP Mob, HD Beach, BG Major, a whole lot of Lico. Who else on that? Slick the Third, you know what I'm saying? Drake Cartier. So like these are people that got their own way going, you know what I'm saying? Just bring that together for Chicago and just, you know what I'm saying, doing promo for that, music videos, all that, you know what I'm saying? Might have a show coming up August 19th where it's just like everybody that's on that album gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? We just getting it together though, for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I be seeing a lot of stuff with like people as far as like having features on their projects and shit. They be like, you know what I'm saying, like they don't want no features and shit like that. But you got a handful of
every song got a feature on this motherfucker. Every song got a feature.
Every song was
I ain't every song, maybe like 3 songs is just me, but basically it's all features. Like, cause that's how I wanted the project to be. Like, I wanted it to be a compilation of bringing people together.
Yeah, that's what I said. And I think a lot of people don't like doing it because they don't be like wanting people to like get on their shit type shit. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing, you know what I'm saying, you could create a whole nother fan base by one of his fans listening to something y'all got together. Sure.
That's how I just even want to be looked at going forward for the next year. Just like, if it's just, all right, I'm going to come to get a beat and a hook. Because I did the album with that. Like, I just did the album with that. So now that's some people mind like, oh, damn, that's what he good at. He excelling in that. Because, yeah. And on top of that, I just want to make a message in Chicago, like we could work together. You know what I'm saying? Like we could work together.
Motherfucker be unstoppable. Motherfucker work together.
Really?
We'll be all the Power Rangers when they put all their machines together. For sure. The motherfucker don't understand.
For sure.
I'm sure. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. I keep saying one last question before you go, but the last question before you go, man, when I want to talk about investing in yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing is free, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know you got a studio, and that shit ain't cheap, you know what I'm saying? So, was you always willing to invest in yourself? Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I done bought some shit for this shit, and I ain't had no money left, shorty, you know what I'm saying? So, did you always know that you have to invest in yourself, or was you like, this shit ain't working now, I gotta do it, you know what I'm saying? Was that something you was willing to do?
No, the first opportunity where I was able to invest into myself, I did it. You know what I'm saying? I would start out with free shit, but when I started coming to more money, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna start buying the shit I need.
I'm sure.
So I started out with free plugins, or maybe asking, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I've been working though since I was 17. I've been getting money, like I said, so that's basically, you know what I'm saying? I might have bought like a little keyboard and a small laptop. It wasn't everything that I needed, but you know what I'm saying? I might ask my mom to buy me a B-pad, but I didn't put FL on there. I didn't put, you know what I'm saying, Reaper on there and make my own beats, you know what I'm saying? But just until like my college years, just started doing more shit to make money, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I was just buying everything that I think I needed, man. Everything that I'm at 3 of them shits, you know what I'm saying? Like, on shit on top of shit, because I'm like, shit, I just want to, you got to invest into yourself, like, and people got to see you invest into yourself.
Yep, that's why.
If
you want to invest in yourself, why would I invest? If you want to invest your own money into yourself, why would I invest my money into myself? You know what I'm saying?
I understood that. I don't know how. I ain't gonna lie, I used to.
Cause it be the small stuff, man. You invest in it. Take $5, you can get you a professional looking out cover art. $5, you know what I'm saying, or a promotion on Facebook or YouTube like that. Really? Yeah. You gotta pay for that shit.
Don't overlook that. Like, you can do shit for cheap, right?
Yeah.
You gotta look for the right shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It take time though. You gotta be willing to put time.
You can do shit for free. Sometimes the investing in yourself is the time. You know what I'm saying? The time to sit down and watch 10 YouTube videos and take notes and then go on FL and try to do what you just watched another motherfucker do, or do it side by side with them, you know what I'm saying, type shit. So sometimes the investment is your time, man.
Yeah, so. I went to school though, so I'm not no dummy. So I understood that shit, you know what I'm saying? I went to school, you know, I ain't go to college right after high school, but I ended up going to college, you know what I'm saying? I went to a good high school too, so I understood all that shit. It's just like distractions that kind of like didn't keep me always on the right path, you know what I'm saying?
That's still one of my discipline, one of my biggest things, I'm sure. Like, I know I gotta get up and go to work, or I know I gotta interview mine. It's gonna be out till 4, 5 in the morning, shorty, with a bottle in my hand.
No, for sure.
Knowing I gotta go to work, shorty. Shorty. That's what I gotta work on, my discipline.
No, for sure, me too though. No, okay, you ain't gonna lie. Definitely, same way, but shit. I be like, shit, I be trying to just enjoy I ain't gonna lie, I done died a bunch of times. I just be trying to enjoy my life at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy your life too much, damn that leads you to death. I ain't gonna cap. So it be like, catch too late.
That's kind of crazy how you put that shit.
No, for sure though.
But sometimes motherfuckers have that near death, and then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Sure. Motherfucker, like, I ain't going on. Say, I'm only crossing the street when I'm like red on short. This nigga talking about, this made me go hard on short.
I ain't gonna lie, I like having fun. It's like shit. I just want to experience shit. Like, especially as an artist, I be want to experience it so I can talk about more stuff and just get a deeper perspective. Like I down there, like I ain't even gonna say that. Never mind. I ain't even gonna say that. But I just want to experience like as much of life as I'm comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? To just relate to people who walk in that same path. You know.
Man, being a musician definitely gonna get you there, man.
No,
your ass gonna be all over the fucking world, I'm sure.
Sure.
But I definitely appreciate you taking the time to make your way out with the 290 Mo podcast, man. If you could, man, let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can find the music, where they can get one of these features, because the next album, Joe, 25 tracks, 23 features, you know, it's not.
Look, features definitely, that's what I'm trying to do right now. But yeah, you can hit me on the gram at 1BN Worldwide. That's me, you know. 1BN, like the number 1 BN worldwide, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that's really my label. They took my old IG because I was like supporting Kanye. Somebody was hate speech. So they took my old IG out to rebuild it. So I was like, I'm just gonna make a page for my label. So this is the first project from like me rebranding all that. That's why like a compilation album. That I want to push like collective shit, you know what I'm saying? So 1BN Worldwide, you can hear me there. You know what I'm saying, with W Talk features, all that, you know what I'm saying, my music everywhere, worldwide gift, you know what I'm saying, Tax Season, the album out right now, everywhere, every platform, Tax Season, straight hits, there's no misses, you know what I'm saying, we got all different vibes on that mug, turn up shit, nigga, it's all money talking that though, I ain't gonna care.
Gotta be Tax Season, no, sure. That's the most beautiful time of the year,
oh, I know.
Especially PPP Tax Season, god damn, man, but like I said, man, appreciate your time, enjoy the rest of the evening, man.
Sure, appreciate
in a minute, gang.